and today we are talking about rigging. So if there's one thing that you guys have been requesting forever and ever, it's videos about the master controllers. But you know how much I love to do rigging videos. I don't. Because rigging videos need lots of research because I don't want to teach you something that could harm you into the industry. So all my rigging videos are highly researched and I always make sure that I'm teaching you the right thing. So behold, the very first ZeBirdBrain video about master controllers. And what we're gonna do today is super fun. We're gonna do a Dragon Ball Z, you know, Z-E. And it's great, you'll be able to manipulate it like that and control it from a distance with a master controller. So first off, what is a master controller? A master controller is just a bunch of pre-made key positions that you feed into a kind of script wizard. So a master controller is a script. It's a big script file. In the past, like in Harmony 15 and before, you had to kind of write it yourself, which was kind of impossible. I've never made one. But today it's very easy because we have a script wizard that's gonna write the script for you. Okay, so that's what we're gonna explore today. So it's great. You'll be able to manipulate your character with this little controller. Woohoo! So if you want to follow for today's video, all you need is one piece that is going to be the body of the ball. It's just a circle. Don't forget to put your line and color on 2 separate levels. It's going to be useful later. And then you need something in the center. I mean, I put a crown, but you can put whatever you want. And you know, I was a bit fancy. I put little highlight here. So then with these 2 pieces, we'll be able to do our master controller. Alright, so like I said, master controllers are keyframes. So you need to have a peg. So I'm going to take my center, I'm going to put a peg on it, very simple. I centered my drawing already, so the pivot should be at the right place. Perfect, amazing. Oh, by the way, make sure that your drawings are showing for the whole timeline, right? Because otherwise it's not going to work. So then, when you have your peg, you click here, and on the first frame, you press F6 to add a keyframe. Always make sure that when you do something rigged, that your drawings cannot have keyframes. So to do that, select your drawings, go here, and set them to animate using animation tool, off. Just to make sure, so that you have your keyframes on your peg and not on your drawing. And then you take this peg, you do your first key pose, which will be the center, and then what you're gonna do is we're gonna do the different position that our character is gonna have. So you're gonna have to do the top, bottom, sides, and then the skews on this side. Alright, so this is exactly what you would need to do with a head. It's just that a head has like 50 pieces, and this has only 1, because I have 5 minutes, right? So then you take your peg, first frame is center, and the order doesn't matter. So then I'm gonna do this. To do the top, I'm going to advance 1 frame more. I'm using the comma and dot keys to advance. And then I'm going to go here to go back to the neutral position. I'm going to press R. And then I'm going to go do my sides. So, you know, it's just a matter of faking your perspective here. Alright. Neutral, top, bottom, left, right. I'm going to go back to the center here. I'm going to go make my skews. I'm going really fast here, so it's not perfect at all. I'm gonna go here, make my other skew. Oof, this looks gorgeous. And don't worry if your drawing's going overboard, we're gonna fix that after. It's fine. Gonna do my other skews. And then my last one. So now you have all your positions. So of course I'm doing this with 1 peg, but you would need to do that with all the pegs of your face to have a different face orientation, okay? But the principle is the same. You do 1 keyframe per position. And once you're done, you go in your timeline, you press on your peg, and you're gonna click and drag to select all the keyframes. And then you're gonna need your master controller toolbar. So you right click into the open area here, and you go get your master controller toolbar, which should give you something like this. Alright, so there's a bunch of buttons, we're not gonna see all of them today. Today we're gonna focus on this one, which is called the grid wizard. So like I said, make sure your keyframes are selected, and then you press here. And this thing is gonna open, so you can load a preset that we already have. Of course, you can make your own one day, but not now. So just take the one that we need. So it's 333, then press OK. And then all you need to do is feed the keyframes to the grid. So I'm gonna put this on the side to look at my screen at the same time. And it's just a matter of using your brain and being like, which one is this one? Is it this one or this one? It's probably the center one. So I'm gonna go here and press on the appropriate position in the grid. And then I'm just gonna move on. And you just move on your frames and you populate your little grid like that. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing on the comma and dot button to move in my timeline. I'm just going to associate the keyframes with the right position in the grid. So that's actually the longest part. Well, doing the key poses usually is longer, but like, you just have to feed all the little positions to the grid. And when it's done, you just go to output, you give it a name. So that'll be my Dragon Ball. I'm gonna press create. And this is where you wanna attach it. So I will attach it to my current composite, which is composite_1. Gonna press OK. Usually in a rig, you want to create a composite just for your master controllers because you're gonna have a bunch. But I'm just gonna press OK. And then this is gonna open, so you just have to save it as a name. And this is gonna write the script I was talking to you about, so you don't have to write it because this wizard does it for you. Then you press save, and that's it. So you can just close your window. And you're gonna have this node, which is a master controller node. So I'm just gonna go to like frame 30 because I don't wanna miss my first keyframes here. I'm gonna go here and just move this little red dot. Whoa, that's so neat. So yeah, this is a master controller. Congratulations, now you've created it. If you wanna hide or show the control, you can use these two little icons. There's show control, hide controls. If you want to hide it, press on hide controls. If you want to see it again, go in your node view, find your MC node, and then just press on the show control button. And it's going to appear again, and you can just use it to keyframe your animation. So if on frame 30 I want this, and I go on frame 40 and I do this, then you'll be able to have an animation play in your timeline, which is great. To have more information about the master controllers, I highly recommend that you read the documentations on them because you're gonna learn a bunch. I just wanted to show you how to make your own very first master controllers. Of course, if you don't want your designs to overflow, you can use the very reliable line art, color art trick with a cutter. So, you know, just do this and this. Put your, put your center in the sandwich, and then just go get a cutter node. And then cut your center with the color art of your body and invert. And there you go. Now the highlight is contained within the ball. So I hope you had fun, and I'm gonna see you again next week for more knowledge. Yay! Have a nice day!